Now, page 4, a tipping point election. Think about it. No matter the outcome of this midterm election, it will trigger a severe political reaction from the radical left. If the Democrats retake the House of Representatives, then they will undoubtedly begin a series of partisan, hyper-constitutional events designed to degrade and ultimately destroy the presidency of Donald Trump. If the Democrats do not regain a majority in either of the two bodies of Congress, then look out. If you think the Kavanaugh episode was disgusting and uncivil, then just wait. We ain't seen nothing yet. The lawless anarchy of today will build into a crescendo of tawdry behavior as we approach the 2020 presidential race. So either way, it ain't going to be pretty. But what does this say about the modern Democrat Party? If they win, we lose. If they lose, we lose. The fact is that the modern Democrat Party has become so radicalized that it is the enemy of the people. And so we have this dual opposing narrative from two powerful sources. One, a sitting president, his message is one of liberty and economic freedom. The other is coming from a former president. His message is one of tyranny and big government usurping our constitutional rights.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you support the other candidates, then you should go support the other candidates.
Stop the tape. So over his shoulder, you can't quite see over his left shoulder, is Senator Bill Nelson. He's running for re-election, of course, against the current governor, Rick Scott. And he's one of those people who just kind of shows up to his job, United States Senate, and does whatever Mr. Schumer tells him to do. Whatever Schumer tells him to do, Nelson will do. And so clearly, if Rick Scott can win the position of United States Senate for the great state of Florida alongside Marco Rubio, would be an upgrade. But over Barack Obama's right shoulder is a real radical. Now, this guy not only wants to abolish ICE, but he wants to bring in Medicare for all. He can't do that, of course, on the state level, but he can jack up participation in Medicaid. Fully 25 cents of every dollar is already spent on Medicaid. So if he increases Medicaid participation, then federal dollars flow in for a while, and those federal dollars then go away. What's going to happen in the great state of Florida? What's going to happen to the taxpayers in Florida? Well, they're going to be hit with taxes. And if ever there was a guy who was capable of imposing what you don't have in Florida, which is an income tax, it is this Andrew Gillum. He is a complete and total radical. And there's a lot of evidence that he's an anti-Semite, judging by two of the organizations that he was a member of. And so this is the stark choice for the people of the Sunshine State. Now, they can vote for this guy and usher in a new era of Californiaism in the Sunshine State, or they can elect a true conservative, a war hero, somebody who served his country on the battlefield and in Washington, D.C. It is a stark contrast. Why do you suppose the FBI got this guy caught up in getting those tickets for Hamilton? It was an FBI sting, right? What else would you call it? So this guy is on the FBI's radar. It's not just an investigation into his dealings in the city of Tallahassee. It's an investigation into him, the mayor of Tallahassee. No matter what he says, the FBI is investigating him and his dealings in Tallahassee. Roll tape.
Don't be here. One of the things I never understood was why, if you're supporting the other guy, you come to my rally.
Stop the tape. Well, let me explain it to you, Mr. Former President Barack Obama. It's what Christ said. Christ said, go to the sinners. And so these people are trying to bring some constitutionalism to a bunch of radicals in the audience. They're trying to educate people. It's sad. You know, I look at this audience and the cheering for a former radical president and a radical who wants to be the next governor of Florida.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.